Just keep your head to the sky. Just keep your head to the sky. Just keep your head to the sky. Keep your head to the sky. Just keep your head to the sky. Just keep your head to the sky. Keep your head to the sky. Keep your head to the sky. Just keep your head to the sky.
Yo, this go out to all my sisters, unappreciated or not, cause I just wanna let you know you got it going on, sister. Angelique, I'll call you peeking cause your skin tone sandy. Intoxicating lips reminding alcoholic of brown brandy. Of the gallon in your love, many men dream of wallowing. But look at you and most brothers got a hard time swallowing. No need for blushing, I told them kids hushing. Tone it down a bit, Senorita was about to say something. A stealth bomber could have a hard time following your curves. And a minister wouldn't dare repeat the words of what I do to you. Performing tricks like Houdini, the freaks come out at night. I take you to the point where you hear voices whispering, coming to the light. Your walk is music when I'm looking at your grooves. Your tongue is lotion on my back and soothe. Sugar, let's make moves. I want you closer to my body than my epidermis, keeping me warmer than a thermos and causing flames like a furnace. I call you Miss Jones because I got a Jones and my loyons for you, sister. You got it going on. To my sweet Deacon Rican, you got it going on. To my caramel thunder, you got it going on. To my chocolate wonder, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. Yo, you got it going on. You're all I need. You got what I need. You're all I need. You got what I need.
Man,
Indonesia. Don't you let them
Piers, my sight is crashing again. Damn. Too bad. I'm about to stop streaming anyway. We gonna talk about it. Coming in live at Gye-Nyame Journey Media. My damn glass set. There you go. Oh.
Just smiles a full moon on dark skin that becomes accented. I look at you and see stars from being dazed. Brothers ask to hit the brown sugar cause my eyes is all glazed. I sit back for a minute, laugh and chuckle, cause thoughts of you gripping me like a palm has got me harder than a knuckle. Your love full blown, overshadowing like an eclipse. Your tongue is mother's milk between ebony lips. Watch them hips. I wipe my brow because sweat starts to dripping on your air of dairy sugar. I can hardly get a grip. Now I call you Miss Jones because I got it going on. For you, sister, you got it going on. To my sweet
my brush. Give my brush.
You got it going on.
You got it going on. You got it going on. You're all I need.
You got what I need.
What? Come on. You got what I need.
Your loving is crazy.
Oh, man, we about to get it. What? Gotta do it, I had it. Woo! Let's get it moving so we get up out of here. I got some stuff to do this morning.
Magic rock. Shuts out. Here we go.
Oh. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Drink. Or should I say,
Breathe, then drink. What?
grab your
I got my glass. You got your glass?
Lift your pitcher of that
Lift that pitcher. Come on now.
Get that pitcher of that water.
Come on now, pour.
Simply pour
Come on,
some
pour.
water.
Come on, pour. You pour too.
Drink. Or should I say,
Live, pour, then do what? Okay, I got it. What we gonna do next?
now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Fam, just move your body.
Drink.
Come on,
Drink.
stretch a little bit.
Drink.
I know it's cold, but you gotta move. Come on.
Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the
4 pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in water. Half your weight in ounces and eat a culture appropriate diet. Come on, buddy. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
Move your body.
Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink. Drink your water. Drink.
Come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Move your body.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. What? Drink your water.
Drink your water.
All right, fam. It is so good to be standing in the congregation of the mighty, in the home of the stubborn minority, in a place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I am your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know that this is a Heart of December production all day, every day. And we want to give all the Kuumba babies a round of applause because it is your day, Kuumba baby. It is your day. Those Kuumba born, come on, give it up for them. Those great Kuumba babies. Man, oh man, oh man. And as you know, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Oh man, listen. We ain't playing around these parts. Ain't got no time to play. Can't do it. It's too expensive to be playing nowadays. In this world, it's a dangerous world that we live in, and we can't be playing around. You know what I'm saying? We got countries possibly going to war. We got America falling from the seat of greatness. You know what I'm saying? Or at least some people trying to knock America out. You know what I'm saying? And we sitting right here. And I have to ask, are you prepared? Are we getting prepared, family? Are we getting our minds right? Are we building the institutions that we need to make it through the turbulent times that may be on their way? Man, but listen, family, I need to tell y'all about some changes that's going to be going on with Gye-Nyame Journey. So y'all need to get out y'all and Goose Sour Challenge. Self-Mastery Journal for those that's following me on the journey, right? Because like some of y'all be like, well, when is this e-course starting, Brother Hatim? For some of y'all, it's been going on. I want you to count the weeks. I want you to count the lessons that we have had. We talking about 21 weeks. That's 21 times 7. 21 times 7 lessons. 21 times 7 is how many lessons there's going to be in this course. So 7 times 21 is, 147? Is it 147? 147 lessons. You know what I'm saying? How many streams have you been on? Right? Because every day we coming with something. Every day I'm coming with something. I'm not stopping at 21 weeks because I want to show you the possibilities. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you how deep it can go. I want to show you what Kuumba looks like in motion when you get up and you dedicate yourself. Family, listen. It's people that got bigger audiences than me. It's people that, it's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're smarter than me and write better than me and speak better than me and present better than me. But it's very few that are as consistent as me. It has as much content as me. I bring it to you every day. Now, what's about to happen is that we are about to move off the streaming platform far as like all the stuff that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff that Hatim has his direct hand in. Now, with the stuff that I'm not producing on, other people going to make decisions for that, like Blunt Talk. Navita's going to make the decision on that. I'm moving off of this direct streaming to you, and y'all can catch this later on, whether it be through one of our YouTube channels or whatever. And every now and then we might do a live stream for y'all. But I'm going to move to focus on just doing podcasts. And I know some of y'all like, Brother Hatim, why? Well, now, Sister Navita put it back. She said, and then one of my daughters told me a long time ago, too, but Sister Navita put it like this. She says, we are so spread out. Like, I have made it so easy and so accessible that people just don't move on it. I mean, think about it. We stream. I used to stream on, I got 7 different channels that I stream on, right? Rather than getting and corralling those that really want to be with Gye-Nyame Journey, right? So you could go to any one of these sites and pop it up, and I got all these things popping up, and if you are registered with all of them, it's popping up, and you get fatigued because all my stuff is popping up. So rather than just doing all that, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? And that will take a major expense off my back. So I could invest in doing ads and invest in a lot of other stuff and really start promoting Gye-Nyame Journey to grow. So I could really take some money and start investing it in some of the projects that we have. Like you see the 2 Black line, right? Not only can you order it directly offline, but you could order it directly from us. And knowing that when you order directly from us, that you are employing some of the young people that Gye-Nyame Journey is working with. Y'all got to get that a round of applause. But one of the major things that stop a lot of this type of stuff from happening is the finances. So I have to start designing. Like I told y'all earlier, when we was coming into the new year, I said I have to kind of decide on what I am going to start having to cut off. I have to start cutting off some things, right? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's like this is not a cheap venture, right? You know, so I'm like, well, all right. So now I love my Restream. I love my Restream account. But I'm looking at it like, damn, I'm doing better numbers on the podcast. So we are going to be moving towards podcasting. I got the mics. I'm going to teach people how to, and you know, but then that'll make room for other people in Gye-Nyame to decide on what they're going to do, right? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I'm moving straight to the audio. We started with the audio. This is what we started with, right? And when the year changed, you know what I'm saying, it made me have to really, you know, decide what you going to do with it, bro. And I'm going to move on it. I'm going to move on it in power. I'm going to move on it in the Gye-Nyame fashion, and I'm going to conquer the shit, right? But anyway, family, we do have a little bit of news. This is a little bit of news that I put on the Gye-Nyame Journey timeline on Facebook, not the Gye-Nyame group, on the Gye-Nyame page. And people have to understand it's a difference between the Gye-Nyame group and the Gye-Nyame page. All right, so yeah, let's go on over there and let's look at that a little bit. We got a little bit of time. It is Kuumba, and unfortunately I don't have to rush to be nowhere. So let's go on and let's do that. We're busting out on the funk, busting out. All right, so hopefully y'all here with me right now. All right, here we go. So, ancient solar storm smashed Earth at the wrong part of the sun cycle. As scientists are concerned. Now, I want y'all to look at this. Posting, not for news factor, but for the fact that news has fallen to telling us stories of what could be rather than what is. There's a difference between fiction and what is actually going on. I wrote this because I was going through the news. I think it was late last night. I was going through the news, and I looked at the story, and I started reading, and I'm like, what in the fuck is they talking about? Right? They're talking about a possible ancient storm that hit, and how another one possibly could pop up. Like we don't got enough shit. I mean, it's like they pile fear after fear on. So I want us to start being able to learn to look at this shit and laugh. I didn't post this so that you could take this serious. I didn't post this so that you could read it all the way through. I wanted to post this so that you could see what type of news they're throwing out here that's floating around here that a lot of us might be getting caught up in. All right, here we go. E40 says Busta Rhymes with eat Eminem in the versus battle. Now, I did see Dr. Dre. I did see Dr. Dre's post where Eminem did an amazing speed rapping. And I know people was out there. You got those stands out there that there's nobody that could get with Slim Shady, Matthew Matters, or whatever his name. But immediately what came to my mind is Busta Rhymes, the most competitive hip hop artist out there. Go on, throw them. Throw them on the verses. Let's do that. How many of y'all want to see that? I would love to see Busta Rhymes get up there and bust some ass. I just want y'all to think about that. When I first heard Dr. Dre talking shit, after watching M's amazing video of speed rapping, my mind immediately settled on the one man that not only out speed rap but crushed performance wise, and that was very simply Busta Rhymes. I pray and can't wait for the thousands or maybe millions of stands that will be left dumbfounded by the Dungeon Dragon. Some of y'all too young to remember the Dungeon. That's what launched Busta Rhymes' career. I know because a lot of people don't understand what's at stake because it's like we feel bad. You know what I'm saying? You feel, you racist, because hip-hop is our shit. I always want to see us win. You know what I'm saying? So when they come out with like Eminem is the greatest. What? Oh, he good. Don't get me wrong. But the greatest? Shit, in many cases, you got to die to become the greatest. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to slay everybody. And like I said, man, I have seen very few people who have been able to even do anything with Busta Rhymes. Period. And I would love to see that. Rah, rah, like the Dungeon Dragon. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all too young to remember that shit, right? But like I said, that would be real good. And shouts out to E40. Because that's immediately what came. When I seen that shit, listen, I want you to understand. If you haven't seen it, well, Eminem came, he was in front of some video games. He came on, I should go and find it. And he got on there and he put his foot in that shit. That shit was dope. But we got to remember. Y'all, hey, listen, y'all better listen. And see, and I don't know a lot of clubs that, I do remember walking into clubs and Busta Rhymes had that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They put on the Busta Rhymes sound. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers was just going at it, right? Eminem was shit sort of like you riding a car and you thump that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But Busta not only was card writable, but it was party centered type shit. So yeah. That'd be real good. I don't know, but I ain't never been a Slim Shady fan. Now, I just wanted to post this article here. Spotify supports Black Buckles under complaints from angry Neil Young fans. Influencer using his influence to support what it is he do. And the question I ask: who can our tribe make ropes like this one, man? Or can we do stuff? Can we do something like that? We can. I believe we can if we focus. See, because part of the issue with us is that we're not focused. He's able to focus on his craft. Neil Young focused on his craft, right? He built a team where he was able to focus on his craft. But people think that is Neil Young. But what you got to understand is Neil Young's team. You know what I'm saying? We look at Microsoft, it ain't whoever started Microsoft, it's that man and that team. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Google, it's that man and that team. See, we got to understand that it's individuals that are able to do and focus on what they're good at, who's able to harness that creative, that Kuumba in them, right? And their team that handles all the other shit. Right? We come from a place where we believe we got to be able to do everything, because if we don't do everything, somebody gonna rob us, right? But when you start really understanding what I'm talking about with tribe, then you understand that you are not going to be able to be the very best in the world and have to be worrying about everything. You need to be worrying about, you need to learn to keep the main thing, and have other people around you that understand keeping the main thing. You do what you do, they do what they do. We come together and we form like Voltron and we make shit happen. But then, you always got when those unbalanced seven come into the circle and it starts messing everything up. And, so I just wanted to share that. But then also, look at this. We got 8.6K views for, let me go and play this. This is one of my commercials. I'm pretty proud of it. I got to share it a little bit more. Whoa, come on. Guza Saba, unleash. What? Hey, come on. What? Get your book. What? Get your book. What? Get your book. Come on. Man. Go ahead, brother Hot Tim. I like that. Let's get that a round of applause. Then Guza Saba Challenge, there it go right there. And we also had a hardback. And you got the black and white edition, and you have the color editions. You can find it on Amazon. You can just click the link. It's on our page. Let me see. All right, that's it for now. We had 17 new people come on. Post engagements is up. people reached. We at 51,000. You know, it ain't even Kwanzaa. So we you know what I'm saying? We doing good and we growing. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna move a little bit in a different direction, and the stuff will pop up on the timeline. You just have to, you have to be looking for it. And then on top of that, you got to, in a sense, like the page. Not only like the page, but you also need to make sure that you liked us on Spreaker as well, right? Because I'm trying to make sure. So here, go right here. It pops up right here. There, go right there. All you gotta do, you won't miss the beat. All you gotta do is click on this, and it will bring you straight over to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So rather than me streaming and then, I could put the stream up later. I'll put the stream up later. Y'all can get the stream somewhere else. You come to YouTube, whatever, check out the stream. But the podcast is the primary thing. So now, let's get down and let's do what we supposed to do, when we supposed to do, what we supposed to do. Right? Y'all already know what it is. What time is it? Can Anime, can you please, baby, can you help them out, please?
It's the proper
time, man. Proverb of the day. Proverb of the day. And it goes very simply like this. You must be willing to die in order to live. Once again, you must be willing to die in order to live. And that's the proverb of the day. And please tell me, what does it mean to you?
It's the proverb.
Man! Proverbs be busting those heads. Anime, please, can you cue me up for the next one? You ready, girl? Give it to me. Folktale time. You're damn right. Folktale time. Time for us to look at a folktale family. For those of you who are on the Nguza Samba Challenge, get ready for the folktale of the day. Yesterday we read the mule. Today we read the heart and the vine. A hart, hard pressed in the chase, hid himself beneath a large leaves of a vine. The huntsmen, in their haste, overshot the place of his concealment. Supposing all danger to be past, the hart began to nibble the tendrils of the vine. One of the huntsmen, attracted by the rustling of the leaves, looked back and seeing the hart, shot an arrow from his bow and struck it. The hart, at this point of death, groaned, "Ah, I am rightly served. For I should not have maltreated the vine that saved me." How many of y'all maltreat vines that save you? Oh my God, give it to us, baby. That's right. Come on now, think about it. So, you can write this down. So we got the proverb, already got the proverb. The folktale of the day is the heart and the vine. The heart and the vine. Get the lesson. Get the lesson. Get the lesson. All right, so family, now, I didn't even start the show by telling y'all what we're talking about today. The brand of the day is based on an idea. Let me just give you the idea, how to create a life story. How to create a life story. So, Anime, please, could you get me ready, please? I need to get ready, if you could. I'm really trying to get it together so that we go and we get through this show and we can do what we need to do. All right, here we go. Can I get the war horn, please? Can I get the war horn, please? And can I get my theme? Goddamn right. I'm thinking all the time. All right, so now get out your Nguza Samba Challenge notebook, self-mastery journal. Come on, family. Come on now, because the title of the show today is how to create a life story, because we on Kuumba. So we got to look at some form of creating. I'm trying to keep it in line. I'm trying to make sure that the lessons are packed and you can get something out of it, right? How to create a life story. Because I was sitting in bed last night. I've been dealing with some personal shit, and and I'm like, how to create a life story. And the write-up didn't come out quite like I wanted it. What do you mean, how to? Because, sometimes you start writing and you start getting ideas, and then I start using some of the technology I got, start looking up stuff, and the ideas kind of move, but it's kind of good because I didn't want to totally give it away, right? So when it comes to using your Kuumba, this Kuumba force, because Kuumba is a force that flows through us, we have to be brave and bold enough to use it, because I'm telling you right now, many of us lives are cornered, and we're being bullied in life because of our lack of courage to flex our creativity, to flex our Kuumba, the lack of courage to flex it. What do you mean, Brother Hatim? Let me break it down for you. Let me break down. Let me keep it simple for you, right? Many of us do not want to use our creativity to create what we want because we think we're getting what we deserve. We don't think we deserve what we want. We don't think we deserve what we want, right? We're supposed to be stuck, and we're supposed to be unhappy, and we're supposed to be where we are. And I'm trying to tell you right now, family, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? We are where we are because we are helping to maintain and create somebody else's reality. We already talked about that, right? We talk about that constantly. So now we need to start using our creativity to move in the direction that we want. How to create a life story. How to create a life story. Now, not only a life story, how do we create our life story? Because we tribal peoples, right? How do you create your family story? Oh, it's already been created, Brother Hatim. All right, let me ask you a question. I want you to go all the way back. Go all the way back. I want you to look at all of our myths. I want you to look at all of our history. And I want to ask you a question. Is that all? Do we have all of the information? You know what I'm saying? Because when somebody sat down and start writing, do you mean to tell me there was nothing before them? I want y'all to think about that shit. Right? When the shit that we call history, was it history for the people who wrote it? No, it was not history for the people that wrote it. They was writing another history. They was writing something that came before them. So we don't even know where it starts, if it even starts. For all we know, Brother Hatim might be right, and we have been involved in an endless cycle that has been going on forever. You know what I'm saying? And the piece is this. Our ancestors have left us the technology so that we can not only create our personal lives, but we could create our tribal lives. As a matter of fact, you need the tribal life in order to have the personal life. And what was that? I always bring it back to that process called the rites of passage, called the hero's journey. There's one and the same. The one and the same. Right? Where you are able to create the life that you want. The life that you need. The life that serves not only you and the things that you want, but it also serves your collective. And sometimes it could be so uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because family, I mean, I don't know if y'all heard the proverb today, but I'm going to read it for you again. It says, you must be willing to die in order to live. You must be willing to die in order to live. Sometime it gets hard, and I have to be willing to lay it all down so that I can live. I have to be able to lay it all down. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, somebody that's been through the process several times, family, sometimes it's going to come to a point where it's like, shit, I'm going to have to I got to put everything on the line. I got to put everything on the line. And it hurts. And it's scary. But when you do it, you can make it through. That's why I tell you, get your proverbs together, family, because you got to get your proverbs, because you got to be able to have your own mantras to go to, because your mentor's mantras might not work for you. Your grandma's mantras might not work for you. They can, but it's kind of good when you have your own to draw on. Now, what do you mean the rites of passage process? Family, listen to me. Hero's journey, separation. Well, my fault. Let's start at the beginning, because a lot of times we skip what comes. The call. Every last one of them. We want to shape our life. We got to learn to hear the call. When the call, when the horn sounds, we got to be able to hear it. It's letting us know it's time for a change. Come on now. Come on, don't stop being scared. Come on now. The horn is sounding. The relationship ain't flowing like it used to. Is something going on, right? The job ain't feeling like it used to. What is that? That's their horn sounding. The call. You know what I'm saying? You're not as comfortable as you used to be. You feeling restless, or you're falling into a depression. What is that? That's that call. It's the battle is coming. You need to be getting ready. There's a change coming. After the call. What's after the call? See, in part of the process. Now, except for at the very beginning, because you don't know the process, but a lot of y'all that's listening to this, y'all, we approaching eldership. Or y'all old enough where you should know now how the process works. Why? Because you know where you can identify where you are, and if you can identify where you are, you can influence the outcome. So you got the call. Then you had the separation. When you move into a lonely space. Oh, man, listen. When you're separated and it feels as if you're alone, or you with a group and all of y'all are isolated from everybody, and it becomes overwhelming. The silence is crushing. It may be, it's the world is closing in on you. And you alone. You in the dark. You can't hear. You can't see. You don't understand. You're lost. Why? Because you're in a different world. But many of us stay in our confusions. We stay lost because we don't understand where we are. We're in a new world that's working on new rules. And because we don't understand the rules, we're trying to grasp onto what we know rather than learning what we need. Let me say it again. Many of us are grasping onto what we know rather than taking the time to learn what we need in this new place. So when I'm trying to use what I know in a new place, I'm always going to be wrong. It's going to lead me to feeling bad about myself. It's going to lead me to feeling that I am less than I am. It's going to lead me to possibly self-destructive behaviors because I'm in a lonely place. I'm separated. I am being prepared for a rites of passage. I am being prepared for a hero's journey. And I have to learn the rules of the world that I am. I have to learn the rules of the realm that I'm in. Oh, we could do it so well on the job. During the job, you have the call. You respond to the call. You called in for your interview. You're separated, you're isolated, you're by yourself. Then you have a period of time where you are put on probation. This is what is the separation period. It's the probation period. You have to learn the rules of the new workplace that you are in. So if you are able to do it in the workplace, what makes it impossible for many of us to make it through this part of our hero's journey in our life? What makes it so hard? Come on now, family. This is not that complicated. It's rules. What are the rules? I can't give you the rules. You know why? But what I can give, I'm going to tell you why. I can't give you the rules. Because your separation may be different than someone else's. But it's all supposed to be the same, Brother Hatim. You poor homogenized Negroes. You understand? Y'all been homogenized and told that we all the same. Stop! Come on now. Your initiation process will be different than mine because you require different things. We all are different beings, and it's going to affect all of us differently. So what you have to do is take the skill. See, because this is one of the things that we're not giving our children, and many of us missed it too. Many of us don't even know how to learn. So we're caught up in this space. This separate space, this separation. We're caught up in the separation without the basic skills of learning. Well, you need to learn, Brother Hatim. First off, you got to be humble because in order to be able to learn, you have to admit that you don't know. And many of you can't even admit that you don't know and believe that you should know. And because you take that into this part of your life, not knowing where you are, you constantly get slapped in the face. You constantly get slapped in the ass. You constantly get your heart broke. You constantly get disrespected. You don't understand what you are doing. And then you start reacting from where you were where you are right now. You start acting like that. That needs to stay over there. You need to understand where you are. You are in your separation phase. So you have to learn new things. Some of us rebel against it. No, I'm not ready. But sometimes you can't stop the cycle of life. You got to realize where you are. And some of y'all get stuck in the separation phase. And this destroys many relationships. This destroys many lives. This destroys. Because if you cannot make it through the separation, you definitely can't make it through the next. You can't even enter the door of initiation. Initiation, as they say in African, opens to the tree of life, especially for adolescents. They say it for adolescents, but it's for those who are not prepared, those who have not humbled themselves and understand and learn the new lessons. It's like a swinging bridge. You enter initiation, you learn new rules. You learn new you learn new ways of operating. You learn new magic. You learn something new about yourself. You push yourself or are pushed or forced to face your limits and move beyond them on all 5 levels. Remember the 5 levels? But some of y'all still caught up in the separation phase, want to jump into the initiation phase. You haven't done your humbleness in the separation phase, so when you jump into the initiation, it spits you out, and you get stuck in the separation phase. And some of y'all just divorce yourself wholly from the community because you don't realize where you at. Didn't pass initiation. Couldn't even make it through initiation. Get the new rules once you are in initiation. When you know where you are, it makes it easier for you to learn, makes it easier for you to learn quicker, and makes it easier for you to start learning to be able to use your abilities a lot faster. From there, you're reintroduced to society after you come back from the initiation, or you're resurrected as a new being. Many of us want to go back and be who we were, but you can't. Once you go into your initiation, once you pass your initiation, who you were is dead. In order for the man to live, the child must die. Each time we enter this phase, each time we enter this part of the hero's journey, right? When we enter the hero's journey, the old us dies. It was a sacrifice so that the new can be born. Now, if you come out the same way, guess what? You didn't pass. If you come out the same way, you didn't pass. Now, and you should be, after the initiation, after the successful initiation, you will be reintroduced to your community, to your tribe, to your family, to your job or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You go through the process. Now, the power is recognizing where we are and where you are now. But here goes some stuff that I put out for those people. I put out some question. What is Kuumba? I want y'all to think about for those that's on the Goose Saba Challenge. How can you use the creative force in your life? Do you believe that creativity is something that can be taught? Have you been through a rites of passage? Can there be a rites of passage without a connection to tribe? Because we have a lot of programs, right? But do we have a lot of commitments? See, because many people equate rites of passage with history class or study groups. It's not the same thing, family. It could be part of it, but it's not the same thing. It's deeper than that. But anyway, all right. So next, I'm going to give you some steps real quick. Using our Kuumba in connection with tribe can help us grow and become powerful in life. Here are some personal steps you can take to unleash Kuumba in your life. Make a list of the most important things that you want in your life. List all the obstacles that you think will keep you from getting each item on the list. Decide what needs to be done to overcome each obstacle and then do it one at a time. Remember, one step at a time, patiently and consistently. Last, watch as your life change before your eyes in ways that you have never thought possible. Also, always try to find out where you are. I mean, that's key. Find out where you are in your process. And by knowing this, it will give you the ability to start having input in the story that you create. If you go through in chaos, You come out in chaos, family. Come on now. This is why we tell you. I'm telling you, this is a practice. This is a practice. Listen to me. The best life is achieved through engagement with systematic processes. Come on. Come on. This is a system. And when you understand where you are in the system, you are able to take advantage of it. Some of y'all been on jobs where individuals have been able to outsmart you in the workplace because they knew the rules of the workplace. Now, what you were saying might have made sense, or what you was trying to do might have made sense, but it didn't fit into the what they call it, the standards and procedures, or the procedures and protocols or whatever of that company. And what you did fell flat on its face, and somebody else made you look stupid because they understood the rules of what was going on. They understood where they were. You didn't understand where you were. Anyway, I'm going to stop right there, family. We're going to stop right there. Anime, if you could, baby, please. If you could, play that theme music for me. Alright, cool. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, class dismissed. Now get the hell up out of my classroom. Family, I'm gonna give you a couple of thinking moments. I want you to think just a little bit, you know. Hopefully, if you got your journal, I hope everybody out there got their journal. Your hashtag Nguza Saba Challenge, self-mastery journal. Hope you got it. You know what I'm saying? Go on and do some thinking. Do some writing real quick. We're going to give you a couple of minutes. I'm going to throw on that pledge, as y'all know. Come on now, get it done.
Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your history. You lose your history. You lose your power. You lose your power. Minute by minute. Minute by minute. Hour by hour. Hour by hour. You lose your faith. You lose your faith. You lose your power. You lose your power. If it is to be. If it is to be. It's up to me. It's up to me. I feel good about myself. I feel good about myself. I feel good about the people around me. I feel good about the people around me. I feel goodness all around me. I feel goodness all around me. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. And it will follow me for the rest of my life. Cause I walk with good. Cause I walk with good. And I talk with good. And I talk with good. And I am good. And I am good. And that feels real good. And that feels real good. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Never let it rest. Until your good is your better. Until your good is your better. And your better is your best. And your better is your best. Black people. Black people. You were once great. You were once great. You shall be great again. You shall be great again. Lose not faith. Lose not faith. Lose not courage. Lose not courage. Go forward. Go forward. Uplift the race. Uplift the race. Harambe. 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 Harambe.
Alright, ooh, right on time. We did it right on time, family. So now, what we're going to do, we're going to lift up our glass. We're going to lift up our glass. You know what we're here for? We're here to toast the moment. This show is for the moment. The morning show is for what? Come on now, say it with me. The morning ritual is for our personal ancestors, and we go through and we read their names. So family, like I said, I have two more to add on, and I won't read them probably until tonight or tomorrow, but you know, we got some other ancestors that we need to add. Oh my God. Oh, what's going on? Lights y'all going out on me? But here we go. So those of you that want to get your ancestors on the list, it's a very simple process. Go to gnj.media, go to gnj.media, and you will see a line on there that say you can sign up for our email list, right? Sign up for our email list. You type your email in, click follow, or you go to Gye-Nyamejourney.com. Go to our blog, and you can sign up for our email list. It's on there as well. Once you get on the email list and you confirm that you want to receive the emails, you'll receive an email every day, and you can also correspond with us. You can send us emails back letting us know about your ancestors that you want added. The only thing we ask is that you keep in mind that there's other people that have ancestors that they want to add. Let's be respectful and make sure we leave space on there for them. Then also, you can correspond with us. You can ask us questions. You can make comments. We can have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? And we would love it for some of you that are receiving value to be like, hey, I want to become a supporter. And you go to gnjmedia.support and become one of our supporters. You know what I'm saying? We'll be sending you information about that, and you'll receive other information about Gye-Nyame Journey as steps start growing and we start doing new stuff in 2022. So family, first off, we want to lift up our glass. We want to salute the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that creator, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we lift up our glass for our personal ancestors. We lift up our glass high for our ancestors. We celebrate them every morning at 6:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch us on all of the platforms for now. But in the coming weeks, it will strictly be on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to really sign up for the podcast to really keep up with the toast. I'm just trying to let some of y'all know. Right? Because I don't, it's going to just... You're going to have to catch it on the podcast, right? Because a lot of this stuff I'm going to take down, like I said, because it's time for us to move into the future. And, you know, like I said, if I'm holding on, like I just got done telling you, if I'm holding on to the things that I know over here, rather than preparing myself for this, because I'm in a serious initiation, family. I'm in a serious hero's journey. I have to make some major life decisions. In the coming year, I'm moving from a 7 period of my life into an 8. So I am going to be making some major decisions between now and how I'm going to carry myself coming into my 8th year. Right? I'm coming into an 8 year. So y'all need to be ready for it. Right? You know, like I said, a few 7s ago, I was laid on my back. You know what I'm saying? Laid on my back. You know what I'm saying? I made it. We in January. I'm moving towards February. I'm still okay. I haven't moved into an 8 yet. I have, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't dead. I'm not laying on my back. I've been adhering to the rules of 7. So now I'm moving into the 8, which is my zone. So I have to make some major decisions, right? And like I said, some people gonna like them. Some people gonna love them. Some people gonna hate them, and they gonna hate me. And that's, I wish you peace. That's all I can say. I wish you peace. You understand what I'm saying? But hey, so every morning we toast at 5:45. You can also correspond with us on Gye-Nyame Journey and find out what's going on with us. And we lift up our glass. We salute those ancestors as usual, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we gonna do what we come to do. We came here to toast the moment. We are on the moment of Kuumba. I ask you to open up your reticular formation. Seek out Kuumba in your life. I want you to seek it out, family, because it's a very beautiful thing. Once you get it popping off, it's a force, and you can feel it. I want you to share Kuumba. I want you to talk about Kuumba. I want you to lift up Kuumba, and you know what I'm saying, and share it in your ways, right? Family, we also want to recognize the principle of order, which is the demonic principle. We want to recognize the color orange. As you can see, I got it on underneath, but I also got on my 2 black shirt, and this is part of the 2 black line. And you can see, hopefully y'all can see who's on the shirt. Let me see. Can you see? Y'all know who that is? Let them dance a little bit. Tell them who you are. Tell them who you are, right? But anyway, the 2 black line. Now, this one in particular was made here. You know what I'm saying? Was made here. Now, the ones that you order offline, we get them made somewhere else, but eventually we're going to have all of our shirts and stuff made here. It's just a matter of getting the numbers up so that, because the goal is to be able to employ some of our people, some of our young people, as well as some of the grown people. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just saying, there's more we doing. What's amazing when we look at the Kuumba that Gye-Nyame has been able to do, speaking of the principle today, we ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of us reaching our core audience and building up our core audience. That's all it is, right? And I'm going to figure out in this coming year how to do that, right? Right? So we lifting up our glass. We salute the color, and the color is orange. Cause and effect is the Hermetic principle. Male name for the day is Kwame. Female name is Ama. We lift up our glass. We salute and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to our children's children, on to infinity. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. Friend and family, we're going to lift up all of those that are on our list that need us to toast up and lift up their health. We want to keep them in mind. We also want to keep their caregivers in mind as well, right? So we lift up our glass and we salute. We lift up our glass and we're going to call out the names. We got Elder Tony West. We got Elder Lumala. I think he's doing better, so I can take him off the list. We got Elder Debbie Bowie, and we got Brother Kwesi Lo Kenyatta. We lift up our glass and we salute them, and we salute their caretakers, and we say, Ashe. And then family, those of you that's on the podcast, I'm picking up the Phoenix egg. I'm holding it, and we're going to say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years, right? And let you know that this is KN because this is our thing. And last but not least, I want to say, do I even have to say it? There you go. Too black. Too black. Thank you. Thank you. I ain't hear nothing. Y'all, I don't know what's going on with y'all, but that's cool. Y'all be saying it soon, though. Trust me. Y'all gonna be saying it soon. Don't be mad at me. Y'all gonna be saying it soon. They gonna say it soon. But hey, go sip your juice with me. Sip your juice with me. We are about to get on up out of here. It was a great, great time that I had with y'all. And let's do this one. We out.
Yo. Can't breathe. I need oxygen. I can't breathe. Oxygen. Can't breathe. Hey, you tell me what can I ask? I'm chasing bags in the midst of trying to live. Call us thugs, but all the while we returning the hate you give. My finishing touch of portraits I painted can twist your mind a bit to where you know you got it, but temporarily can't find the shit. Honesty in the words, compassion within my truth. Determined to find a way, wind blowing smooth as a flute. No photos I have to shoot to make any picture more vivid. Come inside and have a seat and let's sit and talk for a minute. Tell me what you don't see and I'll slowly lift up the blinds. Cause until you get to searching, you'll never know what you'll find. In time rapidly passes, the masses can't overtake the skin. This is why they want us stuck in the box that they put us in. Should a friend be worried about violence from our oppressor? I'ma tell them just return on that fire with desperate measures. What's better, building buildings or kicking down someone's door? Found an air within my soul, but my body demanded more. I need oxygen. I can't breathe. I need oxygen. Cause I can't breathe. It gets harder in your life to keep your mind out of knees. Cause my niggas need oxygen. Cause we can't breathe. They briefly tell you my story, but never can tell it like myself. Cause I can give it to your ass rawer than anybody else. Listen and pay attention, decisions I often made was bad. Spreading love to negative people with they all hateful ass. Did a lot for niggas who shit on me, ungrateful ass. I ain't even bugging, it's nothing, I'm still gonna chase the bag. On my ass, that's a place I'm choosing to never be. Even if I'm up and I'm working on my shit mentally. Make sure you got truth in that word and when niggas mention me. Cause being strong is all in the gene in my people's history. This is why your negative energy never gets to me. But if it ever did and you finally get to witness me, fuck, your time is up cause I started this on respect. Now I gotta tame your beast cause you started off showing less. I'm blessed but I confess I ain't something you trying to see. And I'd be damned if y'all police think of taking a knee on me. I need oxygen. I can't breathe cause I can't breathe. I need oxygen, cause I can't breathe. It gets harder in your life to keep your mind out of knees. Cause my niggas need oxygen, cause we can't breathe. Oh, we can't breathe. I need oxygen, cause I can't breathe.
All right, family, go out there and conquer today, because we're going to do the same thing over here at Gye-Nyame Journey. We are out, and thank you for being part of our tribe. We gone.